Streets Department continues to make Phoenix a bike-friendly community. Hello, I'm Deborah Cedillo-Dugan, and welcome to another City Update. We're at 15th Avenue and Van Buren, the brand new bicycle protected lanes. I'm here with Eileen Yazzie. She's from the Streets Department, who kind of oversaw this project. Give us a big picture overview about these wonderful bike lanes.
Sure. The city is working right now and implementing its approved and adopted bicycle master plan, and as well as adding more bike infrastructure and different bike lanes throughout the city connected to our Transportation 2050 initiative as well. 15th Avenue, where we're at right now, is one of our key corridors. We're looking for having a connected corridor throughout the city. And this new facility, the protected bike lanes, this is the first one we have implemented. So 15th Avenue has bike lanes all the way south from I-17 north to Dunlap Avenue. In this specific area, we had the opportunity to do our first ever protected bike lanes.
Wow, okay, so there's other areas too. We're going to talk about some of the amenities and some of the features with our engineer, but what other places are you actually planning on putting these protected bike lanes?
Sure, so protected bike lanes, since this is our first ever, we've also learned a lot from other cities here in the region that have implemented protected bike lanes, and as well as from cities across the country that are doing this as well. So we're looking to have different improvements in the future on some of our other connected corridors. We're going to be looking at putting these in different spots on 3rd Street, possibly 3rd and 5th Avenue as well are possible streets to do this type of improvement on. 20th Street in the central city area, and other streets. So we'll be looking at where do we have existing bike lanes and where can we make them better. We have lots of different types of bike lanes. Just north of us on Grand Avenue, we have our great green painted bike lanes. So we are connecting all these different corridors together from Washington, Jefferson to Grand Avenue and further north.
And we have miles and miles of bike lanes throughout the city.
Yes.
So excited. Okay, we are now going to talk to Christian, who is the city engineer, who is going to tell us about some of these wonderful features. We're with Christian DeLuca. He is a traffic engineer with the Streets Department who actually oversaw all these great protective bike lanes. So tell us about some of these great features.
Well, this project started with 2 lanes in each direction. What we had to do to incorporate bike lanes onto this roadway is actually take a lane from each direction. This has allowed us to put a bike lane in and also add a buffer, which is the paint in between the vehicle lane and the bike lane. This creates some separation, and it's a safety improvement for the bicyclist. What came along to enhance this feature, we actually put vertical posts, which now makes it a protective bike lane. Anything you put a vertical element into the buffer, it becomes protected. And this is even higher safety for the bicyclist. What this does, it creates a line of sight for the driver. They know they can't enter this lane or they'll hit something. It also makes the bicycle feel more comfortable, and it really adds a better biking experience for the bicyclist.
It's a total safety feature. Now, they're called pollards. And are they plastic? Are they metal? Do they swing both ways? Or what?
They're plastic, so a car can go through it, but it would leave a dent or a scratch on your vehicle. You don't want to hit them. But it's also a safety feature. If it was metal, then we're putting something that could be dangerous in the roadway.
Yeah, it's a deterrent. Okay, so let's talk about the painted bike lanes that you did too with the green and for safety features.
Yeah, so the green really, every time we put green, it's to call out that this is a bicycle lane. To stay out of this lane, call attention to the lane, and that there might be a bicyclist riding here. The more we give that impression to the driver, the more aware they'll be for the bicyclist and the higher safety the bicyclist will have riding.
Well, this must have been an exciting project to work on. How do we compare with other cities? Other cities is it comparable to what we have, or do we kind of mirror some other cities as well?
Absolutely. Many cities across the U.S. are starting to incorporate this, and we're not the first, we're not the last. It's really something that's popping up right now all across the nation.
That's excellent. Any other features too that for these improved bicycle lanes, these protected bike lanes that we should talk about?
Yeah, so instead of the vertical posts or bollards, we could have incorporated turtle bumps, which are these little white cylinder things. They're not as high profile, but they do give that same appearance. If you go into the lane, that you'll hit something and you'll exit the bike lane immediately as a driver.
So a lot of streets maintenance people working on this. I mean, how long did it take to do the painting, instructing? I mean, this is just this is the first of the bicycle protected lanes.
The actual construction took us only about 2 days, but what goes along with it is community involvement. We held public meetings right down here on 15th Ave, and we got the community involved, let them know this project was coming. We got the state involved since we're right by the state buildings here. And really, we want to make sure that we're doing what the community wants and we're bringing taxpayer dollars to good use.
Well, it's evident too, and this is all part of Transit 2052. So this is an excellent project. Very excited to get out on the bike and use these, and it's right in the midst of downtown, 15th Avenue and the Van Buren. There's other corridors throughout Phoenix that's also going to roll out the bicycle protected lanes. Christian, thank you so much for spending a couple minutes with us. So if you're a bicyclist or you've never been one, come to check this out in the downtown area. And if you want more information, you can go to phoenix.gov/streets. For City Update, I'm Deborah Cedillo Dugan.